Episcope in room 4. This is the entrance to our Episcope. Let's take a look inside.
There's bees on the outside of here to protect the hive from the cold.
Tube here, which is how they get in and out of the hive, and you can see them buzzing around out through the window.
Kia ora, my name's Theo, and I'm a student at Newlands Intermediate in room 4, and this is our Episcope right here. So this is where we got all of our bees. We got some other bees outside. That's where we harvest.
Hi, I'm Dana, and I find the Episcope interesting because you get to watch the bees and see what they're doing throughout the day, and it's quite interesting because me and my friend Shona, we often feed the bees sugar water up in the box. We open up the lid and then we pour sugar water into the box, and the bees will come up and eat it off the rocks.
Hi, I'm Yana, and I have been in this class for 2 years with the Episcope. I think it's really cool to have the Episcope in your class. You learn about new things about the bees, what they do and how they create honey. You end up thinking about kind of why bees are important. Often people get scared of bees. There's no need to be scared because they only sting if you come up and harm them.
So that's a drone bee, which drone bees are all males. That's a queen bee. Our queen is over there somewhere.
Well, something I've learned is sometimes bees swarm with the queen when the queen needs to move hives, and they feed another egg royal jelly for it to become the new queen.
So last year, up in the beehive in a classroom, the hive got super full, so the queen had to lay a new egg, and then she rubbed it in royal jelly, and that made a new queen. And then that queen took half of the bees from the hive, and they came up here and made a new beehive here, and then they swarmed our game while we were playing volleyball over there, and they started a new hive, which is one of the hives up there.
We only supplied the Episcope with a small amount of honeycomb, and then the bees built the rest of it by themselves.
Well, in maths, we got told to count the bees. We had to measure it up and then cut it into sections and then count them.
So we divided them into grids of 16 and took pictures of them to count them.
Gives us extra things to learn about, and the bees are really entertaining.
Scotty last year made it.
So it's a robot bee?
Yeah, it used to have batteries and it would run on the table.
Kia ora, my name's Jared and I'm the teacher here in room 4. The highlight for me having the Episcope in our class is that it introduces kids to things like community, sort of collaboration, working together, and we also use it as a bit of a springboard to use other parts of the school. So we have sort of the gardening team.
There's no pesticides on it or chemicals to kill it, so that means they can come here and get their pollen and nectar and go back to the hive.
And it's fresh.
So that takes a bit of a bee focus with sort of making bee-friendly gardens. We also actually have 2 active hives.
Hey, check out our beehives. Through here is the outdoor beehive. This is the one that the bee scientists harvest honey from.
But is there only one honey? This is our honey right here. You can buy it from the office if you want to have some of this stuff.
So it leads on to investigation skills and then just asking really good questions about what they see and what they wonder might be happening in the future.
Here's one more thing before you go. What did the bee say when he got home? Honey, I'm home.